Welcome to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Hasledge. The city's climate action plan was recently up for discussion at a forum that was put on by the Mayor's Office of Sustainability. Matt Gray, Chief of the Office of Sustainability, said this is the last of 12 meetings that took place throughout Cleveland since last July.
So the city is working with 90 organizations to update our climate action plan. So this is really the plan for Sustainable Cleveland 2019. So things like energy efficiency and clean energy and reducing waste and clean water and transportation, all these topics, really getting neighborhood input. So we've engaged over 200 residents thus far in figuring out what are priorities for residents in their neighborhoods around these topics.
The forum was moderated by Sustainability Manager Erica Meshcott, who has worked on these forums since the beginning.
We had made a commitment as a city to update this plan every 4 years. So come 2017, the last iteration of the plan reached that age point. And we knew that we needed to do this in a different way than we had done before. We have a lot of neighborhoods that are underrepresented in issues of sustainability and climate. And we knew that what was missing from the last plan was resident voice.
A series of presentations were made by several Clevelanders who were working on crowd-funded projects of their own ideas designed to bring positive and environmental change to Cleveland.
So one thing we were trying through this process was, can you actually implement at the same time you're doing a plan? So that was our goal, and so we partnered with IOB to, at these neighborhood workshops, not only get feedback on what to do at the citywide scale, but also to support neighborhood projects on sustainability and climate. And this has been one of the most exciting, innovative areas. We've got now over 40 different project ideas that are being worked through this IOB platform, where they're raising money, and then they're getting supported through a matching grant through the Cleveland Climate Action Fund.
After 12 of these community forums, Meshcott says she has a better understanding of what the community wants in regards to climate and sustainability issues. She also says she has seen Cleveland grow and adapt since the Office of Sustainability was established and is curious to see how it continues to change into the future.
Our city has changed so much since this initiative has kicked off. I'd like to say it's because we have a sustainability office and we have people all over the community thinking this way. There's many other factors. So I guess, what is the city we're going to have in 10 years and how are people going to relate to these issues? What kind of things are going to be happening? Are we going to have impacts like a Hurricane Sandy that we had a couple years back, where people think, wow, a storm like this hitting New York and flooding this out has very real repercussions for us in the city. So it'll be an interesting conversation to have in 10 years.
Chief Gray also wants to remind everyone of the upcoming Sustainability Summit, which is September 21st and 22nd. For more information, visit sustainablecleveland.org. Well, the city's Department of Water Pollution Control recently held a men's health fair for its employees.
Men tend to be they don't like to go to the doctor as much as our females employees do. So what we did today was come out and bring our vendors out to actually focus on some of the diseases and disease management programs that actually benefit our male population. So that's one of the reasons why we chose some of the locations that we came out to. Most of our locations are very heavily male populated. So we came out to make sure we brought out information for them.
Those who attended the health fair were treated to fresh fruits and vegetables while they learned about how they can live a better, healthier lifestyle through healthy eating and new cooking techniques. Smith says health fairs like this is just one of the many benefits for being a City of Cleveland employee, and the city is currently hiring. For more information, go to city.cleveland.oh.us, keyword human resources. Well, Clevelanders came together to hold hands, bridging the gap between the east and the west side. The photo of Clevelanders coming together was taken at the Free Stamp next to City Hall. Cleveland's Chief of Public Affairs, Natoya Walker Minor, said this is a celebration of Cleveland's diversity.
We know that being neighborly is important. We know that coming together in the form of unity is critical. And that's one of the things that Mayor Jackson ran on when he ran for the least of these. He was talking about all Clevelanders to make sure that we as a city, we as one, we have the unity of the city. Despite the differences, we're better in our city for our differences. And this event brings everyone together.
Eastsider Lon Cherie Billingsley was excited about the chance to meet and get to know those from the West Side.
as an East Sider of Cleveland, I agree there is a bridge there, but we definitely need to bridge the gap because we're all communities in the same, or we're all citizens in the same community. So we should definitely come together and make change happen for the city of Cleveland.
If you happen to miss the Hands Across the Mall event, coordinator Tammy Hanna says not to worry, as an even bigger event is being planned.
We're also doing a major event on September 21st. It's Hands Across the Bridge on Lorraine Carnegie Bridge, so that nobody can use the bridge as our barrier anymore. We're embracing the bridge instead of using it as our barrier.
For more information on the upcoming Hands Across CLE, visit their Facebook page. Well, students at Jane Addams Career Center are used to cooking up delicious food at the Executive Grill, but they recently expanded their service. Here's CMSD reporter Shannon Kantner with more.
It's food truck season in Cleveland, and there's a brand new one hitting the streets this summer, the Executive Grill on the Go, operated by the culinary students here at Jane Addams Business Career Center, serving up a menu filled with delicious versions of your favorite school lunch items. See the students in action and learn more about how this old CMSD bus became a one-of-a-kind, state-of-the-art restaurant on wheels. It used to bring students to class. Now this bus brings culinary class to students.
Can I get a nacho special and some tater tots?
Cooking baked macaroni and cheese, sloppy joes, nachos, and of course,
tater tots were a must.
Plus special takes on grilled cheese and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches served on homemade white bread, not to mention gluten and vegan-friendly options. Just some of the fare you'll find CMSD high school students cooking on the Executive Grill on the Go.
I don't know of any other school district in the nation that is using one of their old school buses as an updated food truck to teach children this industry. I think that's just spectacular.
They're doing all the work. Everything is made by the students.
The culinary students are used to that, working in their restaurant at Jane Addams Business Career Center, the Executive Grill. But the Executive Grill on the Go is a whole new rush.
Can I get some nachos?
We have to learn how to manipulate and work together, not to bump into somebody, and everybody knows their station and their area to work in.
It's not just a mobile kitchen, it's a mobile classroom.
I think of it as a great entrepreneurial experience for the students. They're going to be learning about all the licensing that goes into it, preparing their menu for it as well, and then the sales and understanding what it takes to run the food truck.
The bus gives them that extra added adventure of taking the restaurant on the road.
It's been a long road to go from school bus to food bus.
This is a retired school bus, and it carried school kids for like 18 years.
And a year and a half of construction later, it was transformed into the Executive Grill on the Go. This labor of love was handcrafted by a team from CMSD's Transportation Department, along with Max Hayes High School students, making it a district-wide team effort.
It was an engineering feat to get this all together. We're very proud of what we've created here. We're just happy to see that it's going to be used now. You know, it's a good unit, it's a solid unit, they should get a lot of years out of it.
They've already gotten a lot of successful practice out of it. After a soft opening for several weeks this spring, serving lunch to teachers at Jane Addams and nearby businesses, students used the feedback, adjusted their recipes, and now have lots of very happy customers, including a big crowd at East Professional Center for the grand opening.
It's awesome. Every single item on the menu is delectable.
I think anybody would be happy. They'd be really pleased with what they can get here.
Because you're not just getting a menu unlike any other. By the way, make sure you tried the Elvis. It's the entire experience that makes the Executive Grill on the Go the place to go.
Built by students, for students, ready to roll. What a dream come true.
Everything is served hot, fresh, and in a timely manner. That's what we're trying to do, quicker and better than hopefully any other food truck.
Just seeing these students in action and how well that they want to serve the community, not only are you getting a really good meal, but you're supporting their education and what they're going to learn as young entrepreneurs.
These young entrepreneurs can't wait to officially hit the road to serve the Cleveland community and serve up some friendly competition at Walnut Wednesdays.
This ain't like no other place or no other food bus.
A lot of people say our school is a hidden gem, so for us to be able to say, hey, we're here, we're not that hidden gem anymore, I'm very excited to get us out on the road and get our name out there.
I personally taste tested almost the entire menu and I recommend all of it. You can find the Executive Grill on the go at Walnut Wednesdays throughout the month of June and on some Tuesdays at East Professional Center. You can also follow this food truck's journey on Twitter at Grill on the Go. Reporting from Jane Addams Business Career Center, Shannon Cantner, CMSD TV.
Thanks, Shannon. Well, as you may know, the city of Cleveland has a rich history and we want to test your knowledge. The trivia question for this week: what organization is the 5th oldest of its kind in the world? Is it A, the Cleveland Foundation, B, Legal Aid Society of Cleveland, or C, the Greater Cleveland Partnership? We'll have the answer when we return.
Attention travelers, next Tuesday a major power outage will cause complete chaos throughout the city. Food, water, and phone service will be in short supply. There will likely be panic citywide. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well...
But... candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Welcome back to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. Our trivia question for this week: what organization is the 5th oldest of its kind in the world? Is it A, the Cleveland Foundation, B, Legal Aid Society of Cleveland, or C, the Greater Cleveland Partnership? The answer is B, the Legal Aid Society of Cleveland, which was established in 1905. Tune in all this week to learn more about the Legal Aid Society on TV20's Community Spotlight. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years since its inception, but the Larchmere Porch Fest is celebrating just that, with thousands of people dancing on front lawns and in the streets to 30 bands on 30 porches.
Porch Fest was founded by residents. So this was an idea thought up 10 years ago in someone's backyard, and they said, hey, this would be a really good way to show off our neighborhood. And it's grown. We went from a few hundred people to expected nearly 10,000 people attend this year. These are local talented artists that are coming from Cleveland. The folks that you hear playing behind us, this is the Mason District, and they're an indie rock band, and as you can hear, they're really, really good. There's every type of music available for anyone that's willing to come out and enjoy, and especially if you love live music. Right now, indie rock is playing. Our headline band, they're a little bit more funky and soulful. We've got hip-hop, we've got bluegrass, we got jazz, we got blues, we got everything. We got opera. We have it all for you today.
I remember the very first year that this happened, the very first year I came, I was just someone living in the neighborhood off Buckeye, wanting to check out live bands. I really enjoy live music. One of the main things that stuck out to me is just really the community spirit that is of Larchmere. Everyone is happy, they enjoy it. It's family-oriented, family-friendly, from babies all the way to seniors can really enjoy Porch Fest.
People came from near and far to revel in the one-day free festival.
We actually drove from Sandusky this morning. We live in Baynesville, but we have a place in Sandusky, so we had to find our way in here, which is one, but it was easy enough to find.
There is nothing like it that we've seen anywhere in town. It's a wonderful thing.
I'm overwhelmed with emotion of how dedicated our artists and our homeowners and our business merchants have been to and our volunteers. We get a lot of repeat volunteers every year. It is a team effort, and there's nothing to not like about this. There's something for everyone here.
For more information on this and other upcoming neighborhood events, visit larchmere.com. Well, the Cleveland Browns have partnered with the Cleveland Metropolitan School District to encourage kids to attend school. Here's CMSD reporter Shannon Kantner with more.
The entire Cleveland Browns roster came out to play with CMSD students at the annual Dog Pound Games. The Browns teamed up with more than 200 elementary students from schools across the district for a day of fun-filled activities. Check out some highlights from the event.
Dog Pound Games is a really fun part of our annual golf tournament. Our golf tournament is a fundraiser for the Cleveland Browns Foundation, and this is a great way not only to get our entire team out here to support the kids, but to actually see and involve the partners that we work with and the kids that we work with and support. A chance to celebrate what they've done really, really well, and that's get to school.
Be great on three. 1, 2, 3.
250 kids out here, and they are participating in a variety of different activities, football activities, tag, running around having a great time. Our entire roster of coaches and players, football personnel, and then our staff comes out in droves and volunteers their time as well.
It's always fun, giving back and, playing with the young ones. So just seeing the joy we give these little kids and the joy they give us. And we look forward to doing this each and every year.
This is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And we play Forest Square, we play catch, and every time we caught the ball, we got to dance. It was really fun. And the Browns players, they were really fun to play with.
When we were throwing the football into the bucket, I got it always in the first try, so it was really fun.
Real exciting. It was fun. It felt special. It felt like I was special.
It's like a special privilege for you, be good at school, behave, come every day. So if you come every day, you won't miss the good things you can go to.
I hope that the students really see that we want them to excel, and that we are so happy for them and behind them, cheering them on every step of the way, and that we understand that every day is important for them to get to school, and this is a chance for them to be kids and to celebrate today.
All of the students were in 2nd through 6th grade, and they were chosen because of their commitment to attendance. The district's Get to School You Can Make It campaign to boost attendance began in 2015 and continues to be effective with support from community partners like the Cleveland Browns, helping to lower chronic absenteeism and increase academic performance. For more stories like this, you can visit the CMSD News Bureau website at clevelandmetroschools.org/news. Reporting from the CMSD TV studio, I'm Shannon Kantner.
Local college students had an opportunity to display their artwork at the 78th Street Studios thanks to North Coast Promotions Incorporated. We asked the company's founder, Lisa Nemeth, what inspired the inaugural art show.
The idea behind this is that when students are studying art, they're in a very protective environment. They're told how wonderful they are, how great this is, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Then they graduate and they don't know what to do. They have this talent and they don't know how to market themselves. They don't know maybe how to set up a show. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to give them real life experience in a real art market with real patrons who are not their mothers and their fathers and their best friends. We wanted to expose them to strangers to get a feel for it. There's a lot of acceptance in the art world. There's a lot of rejection in the art world too, and it's a very, very difficult place to be, and your skin needs to be very, very thick.
The students tell us how they got into art, why it's important, and what inspires them.
I'm actually a fairly new painter. I've been painting seriously for about 1.5 years. About 2 years ago, I just started painting for fun as a stress reliever, and I fell in love with it. Took a painting class at school and thought I could do something with this. I really enjoy it. So here I am, still learning, still growing. I think that art gives a clear perspective of someone else's life, and it helps you feel things that words can't come up with. And I think that art can be accessible for everyone. Some people are so afraid of art, but I want people to really, pick up the paintbrush, pick up a pen, and just make something.
Started in high school, my senior year. I had a teacher that really inspired me to start painting and go out of my comfort zone. I actually did that in high school my senior year, and it was because there wasn't a lot of Black art that was being like represented, and I wanted to be the person to represent that. So I decided to use that as like a celebration of Black hair, culture, and stuff like that.
It's extremely important to me. Both my parents are artists, so it always was just around me all the time. And I'm an aspiring art therapist as well, so I feel that by administering art therapy to myself, I could really cope better with some of my own personal struggles.
With spaces like the 78th Street Studios, they say it's great being an artist in the city of Cleveland.
Right now, there's a ton going on, and having the art museum is definitely, it's very important to be inspired by those masters of art, and my fellow classmates are amazing too to be inspired by, and I have a bunch of people that don't go to school that I'm inspired by also. So you just like gotta go to different shows in Cleveland.
For more information on upcoming events or how you can tour the space, visit 78thstreetstudios.com. That's all for your TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. Up next, we'll have Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report.